Augmented shotgun, experimental blade, oh, I thought that said oversized. Improvised magnetic rifle. These weapons look fucking fantastic. Can I have them, please?
The map was driving us towards what looked to be some kind of freight yard. But first we had to cut across the edge of town near a local dive bar. I remember being genuinely excited at the prospect of finding a nice, stiff drink. Unfortunately, the arrival of Advent had ushered in a new era of restrictions and bans, which meant pretty much anything that you might consider fun was outlawed. Still, there was a chance I might find something good out there in the boonies. Things were quiet when we showed up, but it looked like we had just missed the action, with all the hallmarks of an Advent sweep gone south. In those days, they were rounding up stragglers pretty aggressively, and it didn't take much to provoke a fight. We never did find out who it was, but odds are they were either convinced to move to a city center or dumped in a mass grave somewhere.
Oh, so Advent is run by the YouTube staff, gotcha. I'm sorry, while concealed, gain a bonus to aim and critical hit, yet in the very next mission, we're not concealed. Bradford, I'm not saying that's not a good ability, but we kinda need something that's immediately helpful in the current situation. Also, that pigeon. Even in the early days, Advent was just a bunch of dickweeds.
By now, we were starting to work pretty well together, and my little team had already racked up a respectable kill count by the time we moved in on the bar. That was the only explanation I could come up with, because it didn't take long for a whole lot of aliens to close on our position.
Well, it wasn't exactly my fault you were standing next to something that is very prone to exploding, sir. Where there are aliens, reign all explosives.
There were still some independent businesses out there trying to survive the occupation back then. In a few areas, things almost seemed normal, but Advent wasn't having it. Constantly changing restrictions on unauthorized food sources made it almost impossible not to move to the new city centers.
Come on, Rusty. You really do never fail us, sir. And Demon, it doesn't even matter if you hit this or not, because you have an advanced stock. And of course you hit it for max either way. Yep. I saw this coming. I saw this coming a mile away. They would not give us blue screen rounds if we weren't gonna run into a mech. I am very glad I chose that option. If you actually survive this, I'm going to be impressed. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well done. Oh, well done, Bradford. You killed a person. But I mean, wait a second. No, you didn't. You have been found out, sir. I'm very sorry, except I'm not, because fuck you. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I meant to do that. I'm also gonna go ahead and say that I don't think that shield bearer's legs are supposed to be doing that.
Advent was still in the early stages of establishing itself as the new global front, but we ran into some of their first troops that day outside the bar. I was pretty confident we'd come out on top, but even I was impressed by how well we handled these guys.
I would also like to know where the hell this army went when I started leading people, because the ones that I got stuck with can't hit the broadside of a barn.
We didn't have the slightest clue what these Advent goons were barking about back then. Not that it mattered. The more of them we took out, the more I started to see that with the right people, there was still a chance we could make a difference out here.
Hello, sweethearts. Okay, Bradford, I mean, that's a shotgun, fair enough. By the way, it's a sexy as hell shotgun. May I have it? Hello up there. I didn't even notice you were up there. Okay, hi. How are you doing?
By now, we had definitely gotten someone's attention. The aliens were down a couple of dozen kills, and we were taking our sweet time clearing out every last one of them. For people that came out here as scavengers, my new pals had almost forgotten about looking for gear.
Well, that could have gone worse. Could have also gone a shit ton better, but hey, I'll take a victory. I mean, as much as I would like to take those, I would think I'd rather take these since they don't replace anything. They're just straight upgrades. I'm sorry, is that a Psi operative? Yes, it is. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I would indeed. I would indeed.
Past the bar on the outskirts of town was the freight yard. And according to the map, this was where the sanctuary was supposed to be. We found some old trail markers, symbols people called the hobo code back in the day. None of us actually knew what the signs meant, but we got the distinct impression we were being warned to steer clear. We had already come too far, and if the aliens had gotten to these people, we had to know for sure. The freight yard hadn't been in operation since the war started. With few exceptions, interstate commerce had all but ground to a halt by this point. I'm sure the old boxcars made for a tempting place to hide when the aliens rolled up on the town. Unfortunately, if anyone had survived, there was no sign of them when we showed up. I can't say we weren't disappointed. There was no sanctuary here, and if there ever was, the aliens had done their worst.
Well, that's disheartening.
I'm trusting you here.
You really shouldn't by this point. Oh! Oh! Is that all? Is that all, XCOM? Okay then. Yes, I see absolutely no issue with the current situation at hand. None at all. Hey, new Psi Operative, new best buddy.
What's over there?
Would you kindly step over here and potentially put this one in stasis? So we don't have to deal with it just yet. Oh, thankfully it missed and the proximity mine went off, but the muton is still alive, which is an issue. Oh no, it's grenading. Shit.
I don't feel so good.
Have I ever mentioned how much I love mutons?
The aliens had left no stone unturned. I had seen a lot of things I never expected back then, but this was something worse.
Let's try to get this berserker and this... Okay, that worked. I didn't even know you had a repeater. I should really check what upgrades we've got so I know what the hell I'm dealing with. Okay, ass boy, you gonna grenade us? We'll grenade you right back. Have fun. Enjoy. Go fuck yourself.
Whatever hope our group had of finding a sanctuary here had all but disappeared. We were all knotted up, blinded by rage. We were hungry for a fight now. We wanted their whole damn army after us. And from what I remember, they were happy to oblige. During the invasion, the Elders kept a short leash on some of their wilder creations, but they weren't holding back anymore. We may have been the first humans to see some of these things up close. Made for a good test of our resolve.
Geez, so basically, this little ragtag group is the entire reason that we have to deal with berserkers on the 3rd Retaliation. Thanks, Bradford. Oh! Oh no! Alright, time for us to stop hiding. Time for us to take some shots and kill some people. Like that, thank you. Wait, hang on. So... Bradford had encountered codexes before now, right? Why the hell was he and Tygan so surprised to find one when we skulljacked something? I'm sensing a little bit of retcon here.
My memory might be a little hazy.
The last thing we need is another one of them jumping around and shooting us. Guys, do you think I'm gonna crit? Oh, one off from Max, god damn it. Oh! Oh! Not one, but two. I see how the game is played, and I don't want to play. We'll be with you in a moment, kind sir. The last thing we need are two of you going nuts all over our faces. Don't take that out of context. The second that bastard tries to move, he's gonna get filled with explosive shrapnel. Saved it. It didn't even get, like, halfway through its animation.
Wizard surprise!
You're the Psi Operative and you're apparently a ghost, since you're able to step through solid matter to take a shot at that thing.
The mind is willing.
Yes, and the body is ready. I just love how instantaneously they just drop down to the ground. It's absolutely beautiful.
It was a tough fight, but we made it out of the freight yard in fine shape. The squad was feeling good at this point. The police station was the last major landmark on the edge of town. Map aside, we knew people had flocked to police stations, army barracks, any place they thought might protect them from the aliens. A lot of people made their last stands in those places, and I wasn't looking forward to walking in on a massacre. Still, we had to know for sure. As we got closer, it was clear the aliens had already set up inside the station. Between Advent and the usual suspects, the entire place was crawling with hostiles. Whoever tried to hole up inside had definitely put up a fight. There were still fresh plasma burns smoldering when we got there.
Oh boy, oh boy. By the way, I might be a slight bit of an idiot for electing to do all of this at the same time. Record every single mission in one sitting. I'm already getting tired. Aha, hello, would you like to get shot? Apparently not, but that weapon is beautiful. All right, Bradford, I have ideas. I think we just spotted another one though. Shit.
I've got Advent troops here!
I screwed up. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Okay, all explosives out immediately, all within their general vicinity, into their faces. Every single explosive is going to be raining down upon their heads. Yeah, just like that. Holy shit.
They're not getting through.
I hope you're right about that. Thank you. Fuck. Okay, take number 2. Much better!
When we got there, the police station was overrun with Advent troops. And they weren't taking any prisoners. Seeing what they had done to the station, knowing there had been people in there. If we were angry before, now we were motivated.
I continually make the situation worse for myself because that was a sectopod. Oh! Oh dear. Welcome to nightmare mode.
What's over there?
Something big, something mean, and something very, very, very scary. Oh, it's not gonna do much, but it's something. Keep him protected. Keep him alive. Oh, Jesus. Oh, as if the situation couldn't be any worse. Bradford, keep your head down. Keep your heartbeat under control. Don't freak out, like I'm doing right now, because that's a big mean thing about to come barreling down on you.
Out of there, folks. Now, if y'all got this frequency, chances are you already know what you're listening to. But just in case, you're listening to Resistance Radio, the only frequency where you can get a break from all that damn Advent propaganda being broadcasted 24/7. Now, some of y'all may have been hearing them rumors lately about a band of ruffians going around causing Advent all kinds of mischief. In fact, y'all may have heard about that commotion that happened down at that old police station. A lot of people made their last stand there. Funnily enough, it didn't take long for us to hear what my friend charitably described as an unholy amount of gunfire, explosions, and shouting. Lots and lots of shouting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna blame you if you don't believe me, but I tell you I was there. I couldn't stay and watch the whole thing. Area was getting a bit too hot for me. But I saw enough. Now, I don't consider myself a religious man. Not anymore, anyway. But folks, I swear to you, down there after that massacre, I witnessed an honest-to-God miracle.
I'm not even mad. Even if Central goes down right now, I'm not even mad. I will still be furious, but I'm not even mad. I am fucking elated right now. That was perhaps the greatest goddamn thing I have ever seen. Executing a fucking sectopod. Christ, you people need to calm down. My heart can only take so much amazingness. This never happens to me. Is this what good luck feels like? It's an alien feeling to me. We're actually winning. This is amazing. We pulled this around. I mean, I'm definitely not taking credit for that. I mean, that was all down to some fucking stupid luck, but that doesn't mean I can't feel good about it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Of course we're not out of this yet. Can't allow me to feel good about myself, huh?
That one hurt a little.
Listen here, you bomb-spamming little prick.
Someone had gotten trigger happy with a whole bunch of plasma grenades. Which side was responsible wasn't clear, but someone had torn this place up, and it looked like everyone involved paid the price.
Now, when you say someone got trigger happy with plasma grenades, I can't help but notice that when we showed up, the entirety of the building is on fire and half not there anymore. Are you sure this wasn't us on like a drunken stupor, Mr. Bradford? Okay, Bradford, time for you to practice your parkour, buddy. Hello down there.
Medic!
Oh, God, that bastard does a lot of damage. Oh, hi.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
This is not over yet, I see.
The reality of it was, these people had a choice. They could have kept running. They didn't have to stop here. Didn't have to make a stand. But for whatever reason, I guess they had finally had enough. They knew what was coming, and they stood and faced it down, right up until the end.
See, this is why I love this game. Even more than the original XCOM Enemy Unknown. The XCOM Enemy Unknown is fucking great, alright? I am not saying at all that it wasn't. It was fucking amazing. But this game just fucking... It tries. Even though its story at sometimes can be a bit hit or miss, if there's one thing you can say, they fucking try, you know? You could tell, they fucking try to make something really, really, really involving and really engaging. There is some serious effort on display here, and I just appreciate that to hell and back. Oh. Okay, now, Bradford's gonna kinda have to make a stand up there. Stasis is such a nice ability when we're the ones that have it, you know? It didn't even get a chance to move. The proxy mine just immediately went off. Oh, that was beautiful. Very well done. Come on, Peacock. You've been amazing so far. Nice. All right, I am having fun. If you couldn't tell, I am having fun.
If a bunch of civilians were willing to stand up to Advent knowing they didn't have a chance in hell, what would history have said about us if we had turned and run away? None of us had any intention of leaving that place before the aliens paid for what they had done.
And trust me, I am more than happy to make them pay for every single fucking round fired. Cut it up, Bradford. Nice. As well as the scenery, like about 30 feet around you. Okay, let's go home, folks.
We cleared the police station and moved on as quickly as we could. There was nothing left of this town to save anymore.
22. Let the world know. Let the world know that today 6 people took on 22 Advent and lived. Not only lived, but wiped the floor with them. Fucking Christ. I don't think, though, anything is gonna top the execute on the goddamn sectopod. That was a thing of beauty. Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you very much. If you like what you saw, you're more than welcome to check out the rest of my barely tolerable content. And if you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can subscribe. I make it a point to upload a new video every Thursday unless life gets in the way, so be sure to check back regularly. If you like live streams, I stream at twitch.tv/Sethorven every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you want to keep up to date with me, I'd recommend following me on Twitter since the YouTube sub boxes don't actually do their job half the time. Thank you again for watching, and as always, y'all have a lovely evening, and I will see you next time.